And then when I press stream, I think we should be good to go. I got capture card. I got Mike. How you doing, Monday?
I'm doing amazing. Abide guy is not going to be here.
No, nobody's going to be here. It's just us. It's going to be awesome.
It is awesome.
um, wow. All right.
No one to stop me from doing evil things. No, I'm just joking.
Huh. My TV just lost connection, but luckily I can still see everything on the screen of my laptop. It's just really tiny. All right. So, all right, Serto's in here. What's up, Serto? They call me Panda's in here. Merry Christmas to you too, bud. Um, so yeah, I'm Long Tom. This is not the Long Tom Lounge. This is my mother's sewing room. I'm home for the holidays, but I love this game, and I will play it no matter where I am. And last time we were here, we ended on a cliffhanger, which, if you're ready, Monday, for episode 3 of the Mondays, Tuesday Madcap recap, feel free.
I thought we were doing a one-off tonight, so I didn't prepare. But I have no problem doing one. That's not a problem.
You were here. You
Last
remember what we did.
exactly. Last week on K&K, the party got up to a lot of mischief. We started to actually come together and put plans into fruition. We have methods to escape. We're simply just waiting for the right time now. The warden is a very complicated and very obtuse individual that's awesome at the same time. He gave us all an assignment that we had to throw our fights for the fight night that we don't normally talk about. Well, let me rephrase that we don't ever talk about, because you don't talk about fight night.
That's like 2 of the 3 rules.
Yes, literally. Yes, exactly. And we have to throw our fights, or we will, bad things will happen to us. And this is a problem because we're not 100% convinced that they're going to respawn us like they're supposed to after we throw the fights.
Mm.
Remy,
oh, go ahead.
Remy spent most of the day trying to encourage rats to show up to the prison, which is a hilarious trope that I hope develops into something at some point, because he just keeps putting meat pies everywhere.
It's true. He's looking for seagulls and rats. Any vermin, winged or otherwise, that he can get his hands on. But yeah, I don't know if anybody noticed the clever pun. At least I thought it was clever. Last week's title was "An All Through the House," and they didn't meet any mice last week. But
So funny.
yeah, I came up with that title when I knew Remy wasn't when I found out for sure that Remy wasn't going to be there. I was like, oh, that's perfect. But if you'll excuse me for one moment, I apparently don't have my notes with me in this room, but I'll be right back.
On today's episode of K&K, I will regale you with tales of faraway lands where the once powerful, almighty Kavern Master, the Long Tom, has been secluded for years and is going crazy. And I don't know how to make this funny, so I'm just gonna keep going, I guess. Keep going until Tom gets back.
I'm back. I have no idea what I got back, and all I heard was secluded for years and gone crazy. I presume you were talking about me.
Yes, actually.
Hey, Syria's in here. What's up, Syria? Merry Christmas. Syria got me a wicked cool. She got me the Santa Shack skin. That's pretty awesome. Um, Gonna have to wear it for our Christmas video, our belated Christmas video. Dave Sker too. Hey, what's up, Dave Sker? All right. So you were saying we ended last week. We were talking to the warden, and he offered you guys a bunch of oh, and TN, welcome TN. He offered you pretty much whatever you guys wanted, within his amount of reason, anyways. Whatever you guys wanted in exchange for throwing the fights.
Correct.
And we left literally the moment you folks were about to turn around and walk to those fights.
That is correct, yeah.
So, flash forward a very short amount of time, and Monday you wake up in the infirmary.
Oh. Let's go to the infirmary. I'm going right now.
Here, we can hang out just here for now.
Okay, no problem. I would like to check around me to see if I notice any familiar faces.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, I must not be feeling very well. I only rolled a 6.
Yeah. Well, you do in fact feel a little bit loopy. You're not quite sure how long you've been asleep. And as you're looking around, there's no one else in the infirmary. It's as far as it's dark out. It's the middle of the night. As far as you can tell. And just then, a clock somewhere chimes midnight.
Is that the... Oh, maybe... I'm still in the infirmary and I'm not in my cell, correct?
Correct. Yep.
I think it might... So I want to probably try to get out of bed and, try to, get the attention of anyone.
All right. Here, come with me, young man. Young bear. Sorry, didn't mean to misidentify.
No, it's no worries. It's all good. Thank you.
Boy. So here, let me tell you a little bit about the plight today. I didn't have an Ethernet cable long enough to reach to the room that I needed to use, and the Wi-Fi was not good, and long story short, I had to drive half an hour to a Walmart to buy an Ethernet cable and drive half an hour back to find out, only after hours of trying to figure it out, why none of the TVs I was plugging into would work. Come to find out, the pass-through on my capture card only comes in 4K, so unless it's a 4K TV, it doesn't work. It could be 3.999K, but no, that's not good enough, and so you get no picture whatsoever. So it was
crazy,
mind-boggling, because I would unplug the cable from the capture device and plug it into the TV, and it worked just fine. And I'd switch the cables, and I know some cables are single direction. I was like, maybe I have one of those and I just accidentally hooked it up right the first time, you know what I mean? So I'm going through the process, and eventually it got to the point, I went through 2 different TVs, checked it on a third TV, and then ended up borrowing a TV off of my brother. I'm at my parents' house, so it was an ordeal to get this stream together tonight, but it was worth it. So, all right.
Very happy.
You want to leave the infirmary and see if you can get someone's attention, you said?
I just want to... Yeah, basically, yes.
All right. What's your plan for doing that?
I'm going to start yelling, guards! Guards! Guards!
All right. Uh, you yell out in the dining hall, which is also empty, and you can see the kitchen is empty, the library is empty. The doors to the blocks are closed as they are at night generally, but no one's in there and no one's responding.
Okay. I want to take. Is there a check I could take? Something seems very off. I am assuming there would normally be guards around, some sign of inmates, something. And I got nothing. So, is there a check I can make to see if perhaps this is, in fact, reality?
Like a detect illusion kind of thing or something like that.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Um, let me think. I feel like there's
And
got to be something. I
the
mean,
only reason I think Monday would actually do this, out of character real quick,
yeah.
is because we did have that dream episode. So they probably
Ooh,
would.
that is a
They
good point.
probably would be like a little hesitant when something weird like this happens.
Yeah, yeah. Um, let's see. I'll tell you what. How about you make an investigate check?
Perfect.
That would be intelligent, or excuse me, wit.
14.
14. All right. For all test you can do, you like do the every like am I in a dream test that you can think of. You pinch yourself, it hurts, you try and read the writing and on the sign, and that you can read everything. As far as you can tell, you are 100% in reality and just woke up and a clock just struck midnight.
Oh, okay. Um, am I able to get out of the infirmary? Like, can I walk into the other places?
So you want to come try these doors is what you're saying? Yeah, you want to try the
I
doors?
like it. I think I just accidentally muted myself, but yeah, I
Okay.
freaking like it in here.
All right. Well, as you reach for the doorknob, it for a second it turns into the face of that little green guy with the pointy ears that talked funny that you see hanging out with the Greebles. Like just as you reach at just as your hand goes like for a second, you notice like it becomes their face.
Oh wow. Okay, okay. Do I see it when I open it back up?
It like you're opening your hand, you mean?
Oh,
Are are you
I think I'm a little confused. Yeah.
are you okay? So the doorknob looks like the green guy with the pointy ears face.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So and as you closed your hand over it, and now are you opening the door or are you opening your hand? That was my question.
I'm opening my hand. I want
You're
to
opening it.
see if it's still. Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep, 100%.
Okay, obviously something weird is going on in here. And also, life already sucks, so it can't really be much worse than being stuck in an actual prison. So, I'm gonna open the door.
All right. So you open the door and the doors swing open, but his face stays exactly where it was. And as the doors open, you see that it is actually him, but in like a blue glowing form, and he was just leaned forward slightly, like looking through the door. So he's just that tall. That just happened to be where his face was.
I get startled and I say, "Whoa, oh, excuse me. Hello?"
He greets you. Sorry. uh, so at this point, I need to let the audience know that Yoda was despawned to begin with. There's no doubt about that. The register was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner, and the warden signed it. Old Yoda was dead as a doornail.
And you're telling that to the audience.
I'm telling that to the audience. Yeah, you see their ghostly form, so I presume your character may come to their own conclusions. But I just, for clarification's sake. So again, Yoda appears before you. Did you, and he seems only slightly less startled than you by you grabbing his face and then opening the door through his ghostly form.
Yoda? Wait. Would my character know who Yoda is?
Give me a history check.
15.
15. You've definitely heard their name around the prison over the last week. They're like the de facto leader of the Greebles, as far as you can tell. No one said that outright, but they seem like, if they're not the leader, they're like the Greebles' holy man.
I say, you're Yoda, right? Where is everyone?
Good question.
So you also don't know where anyone is. How long have you been out here? I just woke up. I was passed out in the infirmary.
And he explains that he just tonight took on this ethereal form as well. But he says that he's here specifically to talk to you.
This is incredibly strange, but you have my ears. I'm listening.
He says that through the Force, 3 spirits you will see. Other places, the future, the past, old friends long gone. And that they will all visit you tonight.
What are you talking about, man? This doesn't ghost. I mean, I've been a ghost before. I guess they are real, but like, this doesn't make any sense.
Which part doesn't make sense?
That I'm gonna be visited by 3 ghosts tonight? What kind of strangeness is this? Why can't they just be here now? Why aren't they? What do I have to do? Do I have to like go outside and dance in the rain, or?
No, he says that it is for... Oh, I lost the word I wanted to use. Where did I write it down? But essentially it's for your salvation. That the future is always in motion, and so it's not entirely decided, and your path you must decide.
The second he says it is for your salvation, the very word salvation particularly strikes a chord with Monday. They are constantly at war with themselves, being, am I a good person or am I a bad person? I say out loud, out of my thoughts, I say, and in the real world I say, I don't like this, but I do fear I may need some salvation.
He beckons you to follow him, and along the way, he explains that, his ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is. That life creates it and makes it grow. How it's an energy that surrounds us all and binds us. And that really we're all luminous beings, and not this, crude matter that, we appear to be. Um, and he says that you must feel the Force around you, you know, uh, between him and yourself, uh, between you and the rock, and everywhere. And he says to follow him. And man, I really wish my TV would stop doing that. It's like an old movie, when they're like flickering, in between frames. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Here's a first person poll to look at the rock if you like. But Yoda's Force Ghost leads you to a bus station, and he tells you to wait here, and that the first ghost will arrive soon.
I begin to meditate.
All right. Are you meditating on anything in particular?
Why ego? No, I just start chanting old meditative chants.
Gotcha.
You go gua ego.
Ba weep grana weep niniban. I was dying for that first day in the prison for Abide to say that. I really thought he was going to pull it out, the universal greeting from the Pele Banana.
Oh, that would have been so funny, yeah.
Yeah, but no. Instead, he had you carve for his name in the back of the chair with your fingernail.
7 long weeks in the rock, it'll do it to you.
So, as you wait at the bus stop, a spirit appears, and the spirit looks both young and old at the same time, like ephemeral, with light streaming from his head. And he walks up to the bus station and picks a spot. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, that one. So the ghosts introduce themselves as the spirit of holiday past, because here in Playwelia, it's made up of many different, cultures and different creatures, and even people from other planets and other realms, and it's called many colors. He used to go by the spirit of Christmas past, but now just holiday past. And you are taken high into the sky and drop down and through the clouds to a place that snaps memories from your recollection in a way that has not happened since you've arrived in Playwelia. It just has to all load.
Is that why I can't move?
Lag spiked. Yeah, no, we're frozen. Ironically, while frozen, you can fall and you can dodge, but you can't do anything else.
Oh, wow, that's funny.
Yeah. Do. And we're back.
Oh, awesome. This place does look familiar.
Yep. And as as the world renders in around you, you recognize your hometown, the town that you
I
grew
grew
up
up
in.
here.
Yep. It is in fact Newberia, the town in which young Monday was raised and trained in the martial arts.
The shops. The shops are the same. The people are the same. This is incredible.
It's
How
all
is this possible?
it's all the same because it's then.
Wait, we're actually back then?
And as you ask the question, you realize that when you look down at your body, maybe your 9-year-old self.
Oh, oh, this is weird.
And beyond that, you look around the town and you realize that it is Life Day. It's a day of celebration and merriment. And there's a bunch of festivities, and traditionally there's gift giving. So, but did you want to show us around the town? Maybe there's a place to get a gift for your parents, or
Absolutely. I was actually thinking about going to the marketplace, which it should be over here. Um, we got some shops here.
nice, nice, nice.
The temple this is everything, right? Like, we're actually here, so there should be a temple here somewhere.
Yep.
The Great Mountain.
Hey, all right, Karma's in here. How are you, Karma? Slope. So, for those of you watching at home tonight, when we first started the whole Kaverns Klombos thing, everybody who was playing had keys, and they all were building points of interest. But as time progressed and things got more surprisey and more complicated, I didn't want people to run into what I had planned for the next thing as they were doing something else, and I just wanted to keep the surprise going. And unfortunately, right before I made that decision, Monday had built this entire city, and we never got to see it. So tonight, Monday is leading us through his their hometown of Newberia, which technically isn't in Playwelia. It's wherever Monday is from in another universe. So
Yes, this is not the actual Playwelia. This is my homeland, my home world, my home universe.
this is where Monday learned to be a monk.
Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of places to do monkey stuff on. Let me add some of these to my inventory if that's okay. I don't think you would mind. And when I was a kid, when I remember running around all the time just trying to glide up everything. And we used to play this game where you could get up to the tower without actually to see how many people you can skip on the tower, like get past without them noticing you. And I would grapple up here, and I would just kind of skip the pathway mostly and just grapple around it, get up all the way up here until I got to a jump thingy. A couple more jump thingies. If I can do it. It's been a long time.
It's been months at this point.
Wait a minute. That means my friend is here. The one holding up the temple as part of their monk training.
Is that Herb?
That is correct. It is Herb.
Where is Herb? He's around. Herb!
Herb! How are you? Herb is a giant, just so you're aware.
Herb holds up the tower.
It's part of his monk training.
Yeah. He's a giant training to be a monk. I like his hat.
You know what's actually out of character? What's really funny is I've tried to rebuild this giant in other worlds, and I cannot get the head to look that good. I can't even almost get it to look that good. This was a one-off.
Yeah, the game is finicky like that sometimes. And then, you know, you'll change little parts here and there that, you know, the next update, now you can't do that anymore. You know, like maybe a piece doesn't connect on that side anymore, or some, you know, some weird, inexplicable reason why things don't quite work out. But yeah, let's go to the shops.
Yeah, exactly.
Buy some presents for your whatever family you have here in New Beria. Maybe Herb needs something.
Absolutely. I want to go to the temple. See if I can get some. What is it called? It's not holy water. It is water that has been blessed, but not by a priest, by monks.
Yeah, that stuff.
Exactly. Oh, there are fireworks, and that just scared me, not gonna lie.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so I get to the temple,
I love all your little airships
and
too.
I know they were so much fun. The little guy, I most like the little tiny one right here.
Yeah, he's whippy.
This is my favorite one.
It's
just a little guy.
Where'd it go? I lost it. Oh yeah, it's down below. Oh, they're great. But all right, so you go to the temple, and you.
I try to ask a monk if I can have some of their blessed water. Just give to my parents for light day.
They say, of course, it's life day. Blessed be, and they allow you to enter.
I do the welcoming, the special welcoming monk sign, and then I enter.
I forgot to do my gag.
Yo, that is the coolest float I've seen.
All right, so you gain entrance. Do you have to collect the water from somewhere? You're in charge, you're a friend.
I see. So I walk up to the top of the tower, and there should be some sort of pool thingy. I don't know if I actually put it in, so there might not be. But we'll just say that there is. And I grab...
I saw something. Is it this guy? Oh, no, that's a globe. I thought, yeah. Maybe this wizard has it.
Actually, yeah. I mean, yeah. So I come up to the wizard who's looks like they're gazing into a crystal ball, but upon further investigation, you realize the crystal ball seems to be moving a little bit, almost swirling, and you kind of can tell that it's not actually made of crystal, it's made of water. I then take a small flask that I've spirited away before I came to the tower. I take it out of my coat, and I just gently put it up to the sphere, and it fills almost perfectly like magic, because it basically is. And then I cork the bottle, beard it back into my coat, the thing that I'm wearing. I do the monk sign as a sign of respect for the monk wizard standing before me handling the water, and I jump off the tower.
All right.
And float back down to the town. With my glider, of course. I don't actually know how to fly.
That is accurate and a good choice. Alright, now that I know there's volume on that, I need to bring that down. Oh, I'm having all kinds of issues with that TV. Alright, so you have obtained a gift for your parents, and you bring it back home and wrap it all up and tuck it underneath your life day bush, and you go lay down in your bed, excited to wake up the next morning, and have it be a life day finally. And when you open up your eyes again, you find that you're still in your body, but you've aged maybe 7 or 8 years. So now you're middle teen age. You're 15, 16, somewhere in there, and it's another pre-Life Day festival the day before celebrations and such, and you end up taking part in the event where you have a bunch of the neighborhood kids have started a tradition. On Life Day, they all race to the top of the staircase and up to the temple where the first one to get the water wins their special race that they have. And you realize that it's a tradition that you and your friend Herb accidentally started years and years and years ago.
Yeah, it's a funny story. They did not like it at first, just only because Herb is a bit clumsy and very big.
But he's really good at throwing you to the top of things.
Oh, it was beautiful. I mean, I would get there every year until he started holding up the tower as part of his training.
Right, right. And yeah, a lot of practice, a lot of spirit. But now, something that you and your friend started just as a friendly game, lives on with the youth of New Barria. But yeah, you spend the day, you go participate in the race, you are just doing it for fun. One of the younger kids, you let him win because, you not only know the way, you built the way.
Yeah,
So it's almost cheating for you to run it, and the older people know, but the younger kids all, as far as they know, this is just stickball. It's a game that's always been played. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
But then the day continues and you return to your bed and go to sleep excited that tomorrow is going to be Life Day.
Oh no.
So after an amount of time you're not sure, you wake up, and has become habit since your nightmare out at sea, you check to see if you're actually awake, and you notice that now you've aged up again, but today is the day that you go and meet the master and get your official monk medallion, that you have essentially graduated. You've become one of the monks. So lead the way to the master, and we'll see what he has to say.
So the master spends most of his time in the tower. And there's a few ways to get up the tower. The most popular way is the way we took the first time. And I guess I'll just do that way because it's the closest. So we go up these stairs.
I ran into
Maybe
a
take
guard.
a shortcut.
My dude has no jump skills whatsoever. Is this him? Is this the guy?
It's meant to look. It's meant. Okay, it's weird. That is looks like the guy, but it's not. It's a fake guy.
Yeah,
The real
it
guy's in
tricked
the
me.
real tower. Yeah.
It worked. I would have failed becoming a monk. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
He should be in here, but apparently I didn't put a figure here.
We can just go talk to Water Dude again. He can be the master.
Actually, that's fitting. Yeah, I agree.
All right. So the master welcomes you in. He's obviously at this point quite familiar with you. He was familiar with you prior to you starting the holiday tradition in your village, but you coming and getting your parents the holy water every year as part of their gifts, he knows that it all started with you. And so he kind of has a little special spot for you in his heart, as knowing that you've brought the community together that much more, but as you enter, he welcomes you, and he wants to know if you are ready to swear your essentially your oath to the monkdom and to their tenets. And so the first thing he asks you is if you swear to use your strength to uphold justice.
I swear to use my strength to uphold justice.
And also to uphold liberty.
I swear to uphold liberty.
And will you use your wit and your wiles to always attempt to advance progress?
I will always advance progress with my skills.
And do you swear till your dying day to honor the code of equality, peaceful coexistence, and mutual respect that the monks provide one another and all living things?
Not only do I swear to uphold this sacred truth that we bear as a tenant in our monkdom, but I vow to use my newfound abilities for good, to protect the innocent, to uphold justice, and to bring balance to a world in desperate need of it. I will strive to be a beacon of hope, a force for peace, and a champion of the downtrodden.
And so it shall be. And as he says this, somewhere a clock strikes midnight, and you are sucked back ever so rapidly to the bus station. Do 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 do. Pretty much regular, as fast as you can go speed, actually. But, psh, psh, psh. And when you are rifted away, you are greeted by a new spirit who you will meet at the other end of the bus stop. If the game doesn't crash when letting us out of the bus. Because it does that sometimes. At this bus station in particular.
How do you think the bus driver?
Down on the D-pad. Oh, when we're not.
Yeah,
Flag
solid
frozen.
segment.
So yeah, if you want to just land at the bus station, I will meet you. Oh, the bus just went through the top of my head. That was awesome. It's on the top of this hill right here. It just hasn't loaded in. Excuse me, sir. I was in a menu. That was very nice. Listen, we don't need to be friends. You can stop that.
I'm telling. That's why I've never thanked the bus driver, and there's a reason for that.
You just didn't know the button.
Mainly, but also
yeah.
I think I'm just never gonna do it.
That's funny. Yeah, it's the same button as in BR, and if you're not a BR player, it's not like they tell you. Excuse me. Locker. Excuse me.
You know, if they added a feature where you could change skins in game, that would be incredible.
Yeah, I would love to have a changing booth in game like they have in BR and in creative. 'Cause I mean that would just be perfect. I mean, especially for what I need to do, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But speaking of what we're doing, the next spirit appears before you, and they are lavishly dressed, and they introduce themselves as the spirit of holiday present. Badum-ching.
Did you out of character? Did you did you buy a skin just for that joke?
No, I had this one already.
Okay, all right. Okay, good.
Wouldn't that have been funny though?
That would have been hilarious.
All right. So the spirit walks you from the bus stop over to a overlook, which you are surprised to see overlooks what should be a very familiar farm.
The farmer.
Good old John.
I wonder if he's still there. If Little John's still there.
You mean Hayseed, who got despawned trying to protect the artifacts that were used to resurrect the ancient evil?
I mean the guy that I've trusted and never once doubted or accused of being treasonous or committing acts against the kingdom. That guy.
Well, as you arrive, you do recall that Hayseed, or John something, the guy from Young Guns that taught him all to read, and taught Rooster to read here in this game. He was despawned, and you folks never heard tale of his respawning, and it occurs to you, except for once, way back when you first got to the capital, you guys never even really thought of him again. But
That's correct.
As you're wandering around, oh look, there's his ghost. As you're wandering around, you notice that Turk still lives here, all by himself.
I approach Turk and I say, Turk.
He doesn't see you.
I go up to the ghost of Christmas of Lightmas Pass and I ask, why can't he hear see me? Wait, does that mean I go up to the ghost of Hayseed and I say, hey, can you hear me?
He can't see you either. But the ghost of Christmas Present explains that we're both just spirits here. That we're here to watch. And as they explain this, they see Turk sitting down. It's he's got his little Charlie Brown Christmas tree, and he's all alone, and he's just got a little piece of meat and a couple eggs as his meal. But he's been here at the farm apparently since you folks left, and all by his little lonesome, just holding down the fort.
Well, I
And
kind of feel bad now.
and Turk eats his meal in silence, and throws a little wood on the fire and goes to sleep. And the ghost leads you on to a familiar seaside port, an old run-down fishing town. And as you folks fly over the town, you see all the town folks are gathered around the fire, in the communal living area, and they're singing songs, and they're, toasting each other, and, clapping each other on the back, and they're just having, a holiday good time. They've discovered eggnog recently. Um, they're doing pretty good. But you hear one of the families talking about things that have happened recently, and with the rise of Martho and Zarya, and the storms, and now the storm wild creatures, and all the other things that have happened, which you also kind of realize a little bit you folks are at least slightly responsible for. As it was you guys who were needed to, break the spell, and you were brought here through the magic that caused the storm, et cetera, et cetera. But despite all of that, they're all, together, and they've got the fire, and even though it's dark, they still have the light. They're able to find the hope that they need to, even here in this dead end town.
Yeah, this is definitely causing Monday to have some introspection. Big time. They struggle with their morality regularly, constantly, which is actually why sometimes they come out into the fray ready to respawn anyone in front of them, and other times they're hesitant to even remotely begin fighting.
It's like a storm's brewing inside you.
It is, yes. I asked the ghost, I'm like, why are you showing me this? I know we need to fix this. I just don't know how.
All right. The ghost has a big scepter with a a lantern on the end of it that smoke trails out of, and flies down over the party goers and sprinkles some of the dust slash smoke from their lantern on them, and the people who are already in a good mood now are in an even better mood.
I mean,
And
I'm definitely happy they're
and
having a good time.
He beckons you onward.
I follow the ghost of Christmas present.
Go for the lightning. I just had one of those moments where I'm like, I wonder if the sound's working, but then if the sound wasn't working, all of these comments in the in the chat wouldn't make any sense. What were they responding to if it wasn't me? Where am I? Oh no, I'm on the wrong side of the hill. No, I'm frozen again.
Yeah, I'm frozen.
But you were asking the ghost what you can do, or you don't know how to fix it, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, after they fly down and you know, sprinkle the special mixture or whatever's in their lantern smoke on the crowd, they say that really all you have to do is share what you have, and brings you to this druid grove where just that very thing is going on. There's people dancing, you know, around bonfires. They're celebrating. They're, you know, cheering and, you know, honoring, you know, all the pagan aspects of their festivals, you know, that are coincidentally celebrated, you know, at the same time as all these other holidays, for some reason right in the middle of winter, right when everyone's spirits need it the most. But the one thing that you do know about the druids is everyone kind of seems the same in some regard. They're all there for you know, they have a similar belief system. There doesn't seem to be a lot of variety in, you know, they kind of have their fox god, they have their, you know, they worship the cardinal directions and the seasons, but there's no one else. Like, there's not, you know, it's not like there's a tent with a, you know, with some other religion going on, or, you know, these are all the same people that have gathered together.
Right. It's not a melting pot.
Right. So despite, you know, them all being unified, they're also, you know, split off from the rest of the world. And as you folks float around the Druid Enclave, the spirit of Christmas present sprinkles their magic dust and beckons you onward. And my
As soon as I'm unfroze, I will follow.
freezes. Yep. We're too close to the capital, is what's going on. We're right on the periphery that is like, do I need to draw it in? Should I start drawing? I'm gonna start drawing it in. Oh, we didn't even come over here. So the next scene unfolds in the capital. And
Oh, look, the boulder that Abide had to push up the hill every day.
it's over there somewhere. My screen's so tiny I can't see it. There it is. No, that's just a regular rock. All right, anyways, it's over there next to those beds. But as you fly into town and, you know, land down into the town center. It's uh, Life Day Eve, Christmas Eve. You know, the shops are super busy. Um, Everything is, you know, all the shops are crowded. All the market space is just like overrun with people, and you know, it's overwhelmingly like a mood of like prosperity and good cheer, and to the point where, you know, the vendors aren't even keeping like exact track of like the money that's being exchanged, you know, because it's Christmas, it doesn't matter. And you know, they're inside the walled city, they have everything they need, you know, you know, the whole city is provided for. And so uh, you know, there's obviously some like bickering here and there, but as you wander past with the ghost of Christmas present, he does the little trick with his magic lantern, and you know, people's spirits kind of mellow and come back into the good cheer end of the spectrum. Uh, but oh man, my TV is killing me. Uh, he leads you through town, and that's pretty much the case all throughout town. You know, through, you know, the lower part of town where you folks used to live, the upper part, you know, where you know, are the nicer houses and all of that. Everyone seems in Christmas spirit and good cheer, and again, you know, just has a like fullness about them. You know what I mean? Like they have enough of everything and enough to give away, and you know, it's just a very,
One might say they're all jolly.
yeah, exactly. It's they're definitely in the holiday spirit. And as you wander farther and farther away from the main capital, you come into one of the boroughs that are outside the walls of the capital. This one being known as the Heights, where you are delighted to find over yonder uh, some of the residents of the Heights. You know, for the most part, the reason you're in the Heights is because you either can't afford to live in the city, or you couldn't afford the bribe to get into the city in the first place, or, you know, perhaps there was, you know, you don't have necessarily a marketable skill, or, you know, maybe you're injured, maybe there's, you know, some extenuating circumstance as to why, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad people by any means. I mean, there are, of course, naturally a large criminal element, because as we all know, the bandits and everything, everyone really has been trying to do what the druids are doing and get somewhere safe to be. But up here in the Heights, as you can tell, it is not nearly as lucrative and you know, full and lovely as the rest of the capital. You know, the people here, you know, are dirty, their clothes are patched, and despite that, there's a group of them all gathered around the fire and exchanging small little handmade gifts and, you know, like little, you know, just knickknacks, you know, things that, you know, to maybe the people in the city they would just throw in the trash, you know, but up here, you know, it means something. And
Absolutely.
so as the evening goes on a little bit, you know, the fire starts to die down, and people start to wander back to their little shacks and their, you know, little houses. And the family who lives in this house comes in for dinner. And you see at their broken table and their mismatched furniture, they have just 2 little pieces of fruit to share between the whole family.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. But they take out a fork and knife and they slice it into little thin slices and everybody gets a little wafer thin slice and everybody enjoys their holiday meal. And then the parents take the kids up to bed and as they're tucking the little son in, you notice he walks with a crutch. His name's Tom. He's tiny. And he wishes his father a Merry Christmas. And they talk and about the good things that they can do for people, just and what all the things that they have, and instead all the things that maybe they want. And you realize with an insight check. You want to give me an insight check?
Yes. 13.
13. Yep. It dawns on you all of a sudden that you recognize this family. And you're not sure if it's from your time at the farm, when you guys were hanging out in the village of Villageville, or excuse me, the hamlet of Villageville. Jeez. Or from the Druid Grove, but you definitely recognize this family. And it's a family that in some capacity you folks had a hand in saving, whether it was from bandits or whether it was, getting them to the city. You recognize these people, and just as you recognize them, the kid asks if they have Christmas at the Rock, and
Wow.
the father says, "Oh, of course they do. Santa goes everywhere tonight." And he says, "Well, I hope Santa lets them out soon." And his father, laughs and tells him he's a good kid, and he says, "Well, I know they didn't do it, Dad."
That's right. We didn't do it. I mean, like, everything we did kind of led to it, but, like, we didn't do it.
And the father,
And this is where the storm begins to brew inside Monday's mind.
the, the father pats him on the head and blows out the light, and woof, you're whisked back to the bus station once again. This is a nice little ethereal bus station that we've got going. It only exists. It's like a in between worlds. Hey, Abide Guy, Anna Ryan. All right, gang's all here now. Um, so you look at the Ghost of Christmas Present at the bus station, and you realize that now, when you first saw them, they were dressed like super lavishly. They had, all their wrapping was perfect and crisp corners, and the bows and everything were, exquisite. But now, as you stand at the bus station, you see all the wrapping is tattered and the bows have all been pulled, and essentially the insides are showing more than the outsides on the presence of the spirit.
You gonna be okay? I asked softly.
The spirit explains that like all spirits of Christmas present, they only exist for one day. And in fact, he's had 1,780 brothers prior to this day. And then next year, a new one will come.
That's a lot of work for one day.
He says, but it's what he was made for. He comes on this day just to spread hope and cheer, and then his job is done.
By any chance, do you know what I was made for?
He says that your path you must decide, which you realize was the exact same thing Yoda said to you.
I see. I say with a somber tone in my voice, reflecting upon my actions and my deeds. And I whisper to myself, something's gotta change.
And somewhere, a clock strikes midnight. And when you get off this bus, just fall straight down.
Got it.
And as soon as the bus station shows up, that's where you're going. As you get on the bus, the spirit of Christmas present or holiday present explains to you that the next ghost you'll meet is the spirit of Christmas yet to come. You know,
Well, thank you for
when they
allowing
let us
me.
out.
Yeah, right. It's still loading on my end, but I say to the ghost before he vanishes, thank you for spending your existence with me. It's been a pleasure.
They nod their head and disappear. The bus is gonna come in over here when they let us do anything.
The counter was literally counting up. I was very confused.
There's a red chest right here. Everything in it is for you. And I'll be right back. See what's going on in chat. A lot of hellos. Hello, fellow jail cellmates. Yuck, yuck, yuck. If only they knew. All right, you grabbed all the stuff out of the chest and equipped it?
Yeah, I'm equipping it now. It's a little laggy, but yep.
Sweet. Well, I am loading back in. But yeah, the clock strikes midnight, and you wake up in your little bed there, and there, next to you, tending the fire, you see an unexpected face. And if this lets me load into the game, you'll see who it is. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, it says I'm still in there.
Yeah, I'm frozen.
All right, here I come. So, as you raise your head, they say, you're finally awake. They said, "Are you ready?"
For ready for what? What is going on? Why? Oh, I have gear all of a sudden. What is this? This looks horrible. There's like a giant storm. Can you explain to me what's going on?
Ah, where's my sword? Hey, what are you doing up here? Get out of here. We don't need any of your guff. So the spirit of Christmas yet to come says, "Come." And you realize that the spirit is Zarya.
Oh, goodness. What are you doing?
He said, "If you remember the plan, quit playing the fool."
Well, there's been a change of plan. If it'll let me in.
Yeah. Yeah, those gates don't like to work.
Also, true story, first time going into anything like this. I haven't really explored the storm stuff.
Sweet. So, he explains that the plan is the same as it always was. Kill Mortho and wrest control for ourselves. You've proven yourself worthy in my eyes, Bloody Monday. And now you and I will take the power.
In Monday's head, so not out loud, but in my head, I am thinking, what have I done? This is not good. That person needs to be stopped at all costs.
That is what present day Monday thinks, but you can feel this Monday thinking the exact opposite.
Like a cage inside of my head. I'm not the only one here. I can feel the darkness pulling me. It wants me to punch walls, respawn everything.
That's exactly what it wants. Let's see. Abide said, "We're not getting out of the rock. We're on the naughty list." That's right.
Apparently, I'm on the extra naughty list now.
Somewhere around here is one more pink crystal that we need to destroy. I'm gonna cheater McCheaterson and fly around and find it.
Do I have to like hit E? It's not working.
What's that?
To destroy the storm crystal?
No, I found it. Alright, now you should be able to either teleport back to the entrance from where you are, or teleport if you want to descend, if the option is available.
I don't think I went the right way.
Was the lower one. Oh no, yeah, that's the way you want to go. We want to go deeper into the dungeon. Oh, come on. Your pickaxe should have destruction on it. If you have destruction on your pickaxe, you can, if it, procs, you can one-shot the crystals. And your weapon should have Berserk 3 for your crazy monk moves.
I haven't even messed around with the new things yet. I'm excited. This is cool.
You should also have banana pancakes, which is in your inventory too. Banana pancakes make you jump higher. Oh man. I think your dagger also has zap for it, so every time you kill someone, it heals you and electrocutes up to 4 nearby enemies. Oh, sorry, Monday. I said sorry.
Zarya wants me to help him to the very last second and then probably go away.
That would be quite the twist, wouldn't it? Thinking teleporters. There you go. I will drop all kinds of stuff for a second shield. So Zari explains that once you reach the bottom and defeat Mortho, that you will have wrested enough power for the two of you to take on the darkness itself. And he believes overcome the darkness and become it.
I can feel the darkness inside of me growing. It's trying to consume me.
I got all the crystals you can. So they have two sets of things. They have these ones where you have to run around and shoot 3 pink crystals. They're like big floating crystals, and then the other ones where you have to fight the waves of enemies. But I think that was the last of it. Prior to our good friend Martha. I don't care. Doot loot. No. More of this. Ooh. which just aim at your feet. Seriously? How many of these how many of these do we need to fight Monday?
All of them.
Ooh, okay. Calm down.
I have to let my dog out real quick. I'll be right back.
I hope you hide somewhere safe.
The door is right.
How do we move? Yep, I almost died. Maybe I should start playing strategic. You can open that one. Maybe something good in there. More crystals. I'm coming, Monday. I already got him. Run! Lag, 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 lag. Very labor intensive. I don't know if you can use crossbows, but if you don't have one, you're gonna want one. Throw a bunch of stuff off this cliff. Alright, you got arrows and stuff? Oh no, Monday.
What's up?
Oh, I thought I lost you.
Oh, sorry, I had to work
Oh, you're good. But alright, here we are. We're gonna have to defeat Mortho the Summoner, and wrest his power from him so we can go take on the Dark Lord himself. He's down there. My advice is stick and move. Someone wants to fight Smokey. Combo. There he is. You can teleport. Monday, watch out. I would prefer not to be bored. You can help it. Oh my goodness. I almost died because I lagged out. Come on, Thunder. Still haven't figured out how to do anything about that. Just gotta avoid it somehow. Teleport. Run, Monday, run! Come on. I feel way better about this fight if I didn't keep freezing.
I feel the same.
Alright, Monday, get him, steal his power. I'll distract him. You can poke him in the back.
I'm trying. It's frozen.
You've replaced Mortho as my lead general.
Oh god.
Monday,
I feel the darkness.
kneel before me. Somewhere in here I have emotes, I swear to God. I didn't plan to do this, so now, here we are. We're shuffling through emotes. I've only got like 300 of them, so we should be able to find them soon. The problem is every time I get a new emote, every emote's position now has changed. Oh wait, I know what it's called. That's the problem too. Usually I can't remember. Here you are, friend. Hit X in front of me. I think you need to unsquat.
That's amazing.
We will destroy this universe together, Bloody Monday.
It will be glorious.
Here, you want a bunch of stuff I just picked up? It's all really cool. Those. Oops, that's not what I have to do. One of those. I got one of them. I think that's all I got. Those are fun though. All right. So, as you realized on your way in to this dungeon, you realize that you really are never going to be able to trust Zarya.
Yeah,
and as you look back on your time with him, you know, he caused the loss of your friends that you came to this world with. He is the reason that you were separated from your entire world, everything that you knew, from your family, your friends, from your monkhood, all of it. This is the guy who, granted, now is offering unlimited power, but at what cost?
Sounds like it'll cost everything, and I'm not sure I'm willing to make that commitment.
The question now is, what kind of time commitment you want to make. We've got 16 minutes left. We could go beat up the Storm King, or we could fast forward to the part where you learn your lesson.
I am starting to not feel the greatest ever, so probably the
that's
lesson.
fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. No, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, why don't you come join me back at Georg bus stop?
I died. I'm respawn.
Oh no, that's perfect. Oh, you're gonna respawn right here. You did grab one of these beds, right?
I think the last bed I slept in was at the first ghost.
Okay. Well, in that case, when we unfreeze, if you want to take the bus to bus station 5, I think it is.
Perfect.
I will meet you there shortly. But as you're wandering back towards the bus station and having these thoughts, you feel the icy cold crystalline sword of Mortho slide in between the ribs of your back, just above your kidneys, and poke out the front of you.
I'm not even remotely surprised. I actually, like, in character, I expected that to happen.
I lied, it wasn't bus stop 5 at all, it was 14. I wasn't even close. Where is 5? Holy cow, 5's all the way down there. I'm sorry, Monday. 14.
I'm coming.
Old houses like back here. So, the last thing you see as you close your eyes is when you open them again, you're at a funeral. And you look around and there's no one in the place. There's no mourners. There's no even the priest seems to be missing.
I would like to take a perception check to see if this is real.
Go ahead.
3.
It is as real as anything else you've been experiencing this evening.
I would like to go over to the coffin, even though I suspect something already. I would like to go to the coffin and see who's inside it.
All right. So you do just that, and you discover inside is someone who looks like a much older version of yourself.
Are there any ghosts around? Like, no, I was already visited. That's right. Oh. I begin to cry. What have I done? What have I become? I've clearly betrayed myself and everyone around me.
And as you're having these thoughts and you're looking into the coffin at what now you fully have come to accept is you, Zarya appears once again behind you and pushes you into the coffin and slams the lid down closed. And then kicks it.
No! Get me out of here!
Into the prepared hole, and you start hearing what sounds like shovelful after shovelful of dirt being piled on top of it.
I try meditating, but my fear overcomes the meditation. And I scream and cry and beg for help. Could I have done anything different? Can I still do anything different?
And as you cry out in the darkness, you hear Yoda's voice return to you, and it says, "Always in motion the future is. Your path you must decide."
Yoda, is that you? Where am I?
And with that, everything goes black. But then somewhere in the distance, a clock chimes midnight. And you open your eyes, and you're still in the infirmary.
I sit up slowly in bed. I then get out of bed, and I try to find a guard. Are there any guards nearby?
It is the middle of the evening, but there are other inmates in the other beds in the infirmary. And there's the customary guard stationed at the door.
I would like to ask anyone that's awake. I'm like, what day is it? What year is it?
They said it's Christmas Eve. Well, it just chimed midnight. It's Christmas Day. It just struck midnight on Christmas Day.
But what year?
He tells you it's 2011 after Llama.
You mean, yes! Amazing! Oh my god, I have to tell. Oh no, we gotta change everything. Oh my goodness, this is. Okay, alright, I gotta calm down. They're gonna think I'm crazy. Okay, alright, let's see here. I need to figure out how to do this, and I need to figure out how to do that, and. Oh my god, Merry Christmas, everyone! I just start yelling to everyone.
Oh, that's awesome. And righty comes out, and he he says, Merry Christmas, everyone. And Yoda's Force ghost appears next to you and says, "May the Force be with you."
And the Force with you as well, my friend.
And old acquaintance be forgotten. Oh, that's New Year's. Never mind. All right, we did it.
This is awesome. Like, Monday's really been struggling, and I think this kind of helped Monday get on the right path.
I just Christmas caroled you, bro. I was wondering how the timing was going to work out because I knew there was beats I wanted to hit, of the actual story.
Yeah.
But then I was like, how long is it going to take us to fight the Thunderlord? There's stuff like that you just can't really judge.
Absolutely, yeah. I kind of wish we'd had enough time to do the Storm King because, like, I'd never done it before. But
yeah. Well, we can do it some other time, for sure.
Absolutely, yes, definitely.
I've beaten him in my regular survival world, and I've beaten him in here. So either place we can go do it again. So
cool.
But yeah, that's it. That's the stream. We did it.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah, happy holidays to everybody from all of us at the Long Tom Lounge and the whole Kaverns and Klombos family, including those of us who couldn't make it tonight. But yeah, Monday, do you want to roll for initiative for the outro?
I rolled a 17.
You won. It is both the highest and the lowest.
I am Monday Olives, and you've been watching Kaverns and Klombos on the Long Tom Lounge. Every Tuesday night from 8 to 10 p.m., be here or be square. Catch us next week as we're still in the rock and we try to traverse our ways to a wonderful, beautiful New Year escape. Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Heck yeah. And thank you especially everyone who came out to watch tonight live. That's great. I didn't keep track of the viewer count. I think we hit 10 at one point. I know we've got 8 right now, but I know there was lots of other stuff you could be doing, like eggnog related stuff, but you came out to watch, and thank you so much for that. And we hope you all have a wonderful holiday. If we can manage it, we're going to do a New Year's Eve stream too, so you guys can all pre-game with us here and play well, yeah. But I guess the last thing that I have to say is Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Where is the button? Somewhere in here there's a button. I just can't find it. Help, Monday, there's a button. Where is it?
I was trying to wait till the stream was off not to talk.
Somewhere there's a button. It's actually a switch, which is why I'm having such a hard time finding it. There we go. But
Awesome.
yeah, thanks everybody. And like I was saying, hopefully we'll see you all next week, and hopefully I'll have a new funny hat. But in the meantime, say goodnight, adventurer.
Good night, adventurer.
Good night. Dun, 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 dun.